We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
You guys want to do an ASMR episode?
I hate that shit.
Can you hear it well?
People love it. Yeah, it sounds great. I'm fine with it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Lion's Den podcast. Please continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Stitcher,
Oh boy, people are turning up their fucking
Spotify,
shit so
wherever
much.
it is that you listen.
Jesus
Apple
Christ,
Podcasts.
fucking look like Steve Buscemi.
Brent looks like Steve Buscemi.
What's going on here, guy?
If you want to look at our faces, go to YouTube at the Lion's Den with Brent Morin and Jason Collings.
Didn't I
Make
just
sure
say
you
she's
like,
never late?
subscribe,
She just text me running late.
hit the notification bell,
Sorry.
so you know what episode is coming at you.
God damn it, Brent.
Brent didn't take his ADD medicine today.
I just did.
Oh yeah, that's. How long does it take to kick in? Can you
No,
hear this,
but I think
the
I can-
scratching part?
Yeah, I'm good with it at this point. You can stop anytime.
Make sure you check out patreon.com/thelionsdenpod for all your members only content. And if you want to send us a story or ask us a question, email us at podthelionsden@gmail.com. That is podthelionsden@gmail.com. And of course, your one-stop shop for everything Lions Den. Go to thelionsdenpod.com. Thank you for joining us. All right.
That was not that enjoyable.
That was great, right?
I enjoyed your voice. I didn't enjoy the scratching the whole fucking time.
That's the ASMR.
really?
That's the ASMR.
Oh, that's the SMR part?
Is it AM? Is it ASMR or
We've
AS?
had this same question 10
I know, but
times
I'm
in
never
3
going to
years.
remember.
I have no
Here's
idea.
the thing: when I ask a question about a thing that I don't really care about, I'm not going to
So you don't really give a fuck about the answer
retain the answer. But I want
Right.
to know at this moment.
in this moment, but just for now.
AMSR,
Nope.
ASMR.
AMSMR? What is it?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, you know what, attitude guy?
Wow.
I'm dyslexic, okay? So SMSMR.
Yes.
Samari.
Those aren't even letters.
Shelby. Shelly. I should hit her up.
ASM.
Hey, Shelly.
ASMR.
ASMR. All right, guys. I hope was that audible? Can you hear me doing all the business?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fuck
great.
me. I didn't even process that you were doing that. I thought you were
Well,
just
no,
fucking with us.
Well, no, it's just even better. Well, only Will really because he's wearing a headphone.
Oh.
It's not
Well,
wearing
only one-
headphones.
only
he's
one-
Doing, he's doing DJ.
Only one works.
DJ
so
Willie
Only one
F's.
works. Only one works. Not my fault.
Oh,
It's not my
that
fault.
would.
It's
Oh,
not my
so
fault.
you're
Not my fault. It's not my fault.
Is it one of the things that Brent broke?
What did I break now? What the hell did I
Just
do
one of the
now?
headphones works that I've
broke
always
all
been
of
using.
it.
But that's been for a while.
Yeah, I don't know why that does that. And
You
the
broke
other
the
one's
internet.
missing.
Yeah.
There's a few missing somewhere.
Dates.
Oh yeah.
We got to do the dates.
Stand-up dates.
Yep. So San Jose is this weekend because it's a Monday, and that is September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and that would be all. That's all three of us, right?
Wait a minute. That's not next weekend, is it?
It's next weekend.
Well, when this comes
from
out.
When the
When this comes out, it's this
Brent,
weekend.
I'm gonna need you to listen.
Oh,
Hey
no.
guys, this is real rough so far. You know,
Brent,
let's
I'm
tighten
gonna
it up.
really
Let's
need
tighten
you
it
to
up.
pay attention. I'm gonna need you to pay attention.
I just realized that San Jose wanted me to join them in something to promote it. So
Oh, you fucked it up.
yeah, I fucked it up. And you
So
reminded
there's gonna be three people there, and because Brent fucked it up.
Yeah, you
So
reminded
we got
me to
San
do that
Jose,
after.
September 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Brent Morin's headlining. Jason Collings, that's me, will be featuring, and Will be seating the room.
Yep. I'll be seating everyone.
Seating the room,
I'll,
taking three-quarters.
and I'll be doing sign language interpreting off to the side
Oh.
for you guys. Yeah, it's really good. Yep.
I don't know
Dad
sign
Mad's
language.
this.
What is Dad mad?
That's Dad Mad. And then weird kids.
Yeah. And then
All right.
whenever I say bullshit, you got to do this.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's bullshit. Yeah.
All right, what's like the uncle bit? Oh yeah, I did that.
Oh, that was good shit. That's good shit. That's good shit. Let's see. We have an October.
Back to Alaska, baby. Here we go.
No, not going to Alaska. Not for a while.
Juneau, Alaska.
Juneau, Alaska. I'm doing my
Bongos.
Alaskan tour. Brent and I will be in
Playing
Illinois,
butt
in
bongos.
Batavia, Illinois, at the Comedy
Batavia.
Vault. That will be the 13th, 14th, 15th of October. October. Iceman.
Out of place.
Iceman.
My eyes are watery.
Are you crying?
You got emotional?
No.
Yeah, but
I-
it's really attractive.
Is it?
When the guys are like so hot that they look like they're about to cry,
Oh yeah.
like you know, I'm like you have moist eyes.
Well, light eyes are really good crying. Like
Mm-hmm.
there has been times where I cry a lot. Anyway,
So,
when I do
okay.
cry,
Real.
there are
Very real.
times where I see my eyes and I go, "Look, it looks so good though," because it gets really bright.
you always say you cry a lot. What do you cry about? You know what?
I don't know, man. I wake up and
He'll be
cry
watching-
sometimes.
No, but you'll be watching some YouTube kids singing.
Yep.
And
Well,
that'll make you cry.
the one
Yeah.
that's been getting me recently is the new Hard Knocks.
Oh,
think
I've been
I'm-
watching
I'm
it.
Crying like every 20
You are?
minutes. I cry at. I'm squishy.
Wait
I
a
cry
minute.
at everything.
It's a sports show.
I've been watching it too, and I haven't found myself at all. There's been a few
Really?
moments that
The
have been pretty
speech
good.
that he
yeah,
gave
that
and
was
all that?
great. That was great. That was great.
gotta
You're
watch
right.
this.
and that
You're
guy
right.
rooting for his wife in the race.
You're
I was
right.
like-
Okay, you're right. Those moments actually both got me. I wasn't like, oh my god.
Well, I'm
but, like,
not doing that. I'm
well,
not going.
you said
"Nah,
you said
I'm a
you're-
Lions fan now. I'm just. I'm
no,
doing like
those are
single
two good
tier
ones.
shit.
Those
I
are
gotta-
two good ones.
I gotta
Single
watch it.
tier shit.
I
Hard Knocks is every time I watch Hard Knocks, which for those of you who don't know, it's like the football documentary during training camp on
Yeah.
HBO.
And
I forget to watch it. Every year I watch it, I'm like, this is my favorite show.
Yeah.
Is
Every
it
time.
Is it every year the team that they are documenting, is it the worst team in the league of
Nah,
that year or
no,
something?
Not necessarily. Sometimes they'll have like good teams, but there is what they call a curse, because it seems like the
Oh.
teams that do it during
Rams?
the train. I think the Rams did well that year, didn't? No.
That was the year right before they got McVay.
Before they got
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it usually goes really shitty that year. So some teams refuse to do it, like New
I
England.
wonder
of
if they've
course.
asked McVay, should we do a Hard Knocks? And McVay's, fuck no. No.
It's
No, I like my
possible.
house in the Hollywood Hills. I want to stay here.
yeah.
I feel like I saw McVay on Hard Knocks.
I don't know who that is.
I saw him at
He's
Starbucks.
the coach of. Did you really?
No,
Oh my God, the way I reacted.
I know. That was really cute.
Did you?
My wife has a crush on him.
Yeah.
Is this the coach of the Rams?
Yeah, he's like my age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I couldn't
He
imagine.
is a cool. He looks like an action figure.
Bro, he's
Yeah.
so
His hair is ridiculous. It's like perfect. Like
and he's a
chin.
he's a savant with football.
Yeah.
Like if you see him in interviews, somebody will go, okay, 2000 and something game, third week of blah blah blah. It was fourth down. You were playing blah blah blah. What play did you run? And he'll literally go, we ran the so and like
Wow.
Yeah.
he'll know exactly what play he ran in that half, in that quarter,
That's
on that
wild.
year playing that team. And he literally goes like this for just a second. He looks up and goes, oh, okay, got it. Boom.
Yeah.
And he tells you what the play is.
Tom Brady has that too, just saying.
Well, we don't really give a fuck
And
about
he's so
Tom
hot
Brady.
and so cool and so hot.
He could have been a Raider.
I know, dude. We just learned that. So there's that information.
learned that? Did
Welcome
you
back
hear
to
that?
Pat
Tom
McAfee show.
He could have been a Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh.
just found that.
He was actually wanting to do it. And then
John
did you
Gruden.
just see a spider? What the hell?
Well, I didn't know if my accountant was here. I might have to
And
leave, but I left this.
Gruden
open,
put the
guys.
kibosh on it.
Yeah,
Wonder why.
because he wants to be in control. He's a quarterback coach, and he wanted control. He didn't want Brady to come in and change everything.
Right. Which he would have.
And Bruce Arians was smart enough when they won the Super Bowl halfway through the season to go, fuck it, I'll let Brady just do it. He's been here. And then they won.
Mm-hmm.
If I was that coach, I'd be like, oh, this is going to be a good year.
Right.
Right.
You do it. What do you want to do?
What do you want to fucking do? We got to go to a game this year, man.
This year we have to go because I went to SoFi and it looks like a spaceship. It's something out of a Marvel movie. And I have to go. And those guys, whoo-wee,
Who?
just those men,
What men?
football players.
Oh, yeah?
Our buddy Kerry Rhodes.
You talk about Kerry a lot.
He's a good-looking man.
You get hearts in your eyes whenever
No,
you
no,
do.
no. I appreciate men.
Wow.
That's a great quote.
I
I
think I've said that
men.
before. I appreciate men's bodies. Okay.
We're getting worse. I enjoy a woman, appreciate
Right,
a
I was
man.
going to say. He enjoys women. He appreciates
love
men.
Oh boy, there's the quote.
Yep.
When I get canceled.
We're saving up. I'm saving up for some tickets to Chargers Broncos at SoFi because my oldest son is a Bronco fan.
Oh, cool.
And his birthday is September 8th. So we're going to try to get the four of us, me,
That'd be dope.
Elaine, and the boys to go see the
be dope.
Chargers.
I will
They got
s-
a quarterback now, baby. Broncos. Ooh.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
I will say that football. I think football's for me is the toughest sport to watch live. I don't think it's like as enjoyable.
It's harder.
because
It's
you
hard
just,
because
you
you're
just
so-
you just don't see what's going on.
Right.
Like they run the ball for 3 yards. You're like, what the fuck was that? Yeah. Yeah. You're like, I don't understand. It's just
That
not the
is
same.
true.
Because on television, you got every fucking angle.
Oh,
You got that.
beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's just not the same. Basketball live, the best. Baseball, even though it's boring, you know what the fuck's happening.
Basketball live, out of every sport, most exciting sport to watch live, basketball and hockey.
I was
agree.
gonna say
Yep,
hockey.
Yep.
Basketball
Yep.
and hockey
100%.
are the best.
100%. You would never expect hockey to be fun, but holy shit, you're there and you're like, this is my favorite sport now.
For
Yeah.
me, watching,
Especially up.
yeah. For me, watching the Rams live is because of being a fan since I was a
Yeah,
child.
totally.
I'm like, there they are,
And
right
if you
there.
love football, I
and
get
they're
it.
so tall and good looking, and
I just want to appreciate them.
yeah, I appreciate the hell out of their bodies.
When you're down there, okay, I'm gonna dig a grave here, but when you're down there, because I've never been
Down where?
okay. Not on them. Just
When
you're
I'm down there
when
looking
you're
up
on
at
the
them-
field is what I should have said. Jesus, Brent.
When I'm ball chinning,
When I'm down there on my knees looking up at them, I say, "Wow, I've never appreciated this more."
When you're at their place late at night and you're just hanging out, wearing their clothes, and feeling thin for once, because they're so baggy, they're big.
they're big.
No, but when you get, I never thought about how big and strong. Oh boy,
How big what it is, man.
these players.
Yeah.
Until Kerry Rhodes took me to the Jets, and I got on the field and met these
Dude,
guys,
they're
and then I'm
superheroes.
like literally like.
Yeah.
I'm like 30, 30, 30, 30, 10. And then I'm like, hi, nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a man.
When I last time I was at a Rams game, I went and watched preseason of Rams and Raiders at the Coliseum, and that's because we sat low right there. They're big, and I was out of breath halfway down the stairs to my seat. Right, and then these guys are going to run around for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know? They're just monsters. They're amazing.
Okay, that's the quote. I don't know why that felt racist.
They're
but
monsters.
Like Jimmy the Greek. Hey,
Jason's just watching a lot of Space Jam. That's what he thinks it is. Yeah, they're all monsters.
they're all monsters.
No, man, we just watched Space Jam last night.
You never watched Space Jam, dude? It's real. It's a documentary.
So many times as a kid.
It's a documentary.
Is it?
Real.
Speaking of documentary, I want to watch the Manti Te'o documentary.
I just saw that on
Buddy.
Netflix. I didn't watch it yet.
I finished it.
Did you? Don't say too much.
I'm not going to
about
say
it.
too much,
Yeah,
but what a fucking story.
yeah, I really want to.
And so many people shit on him and were shitty to him and then accused him of setting it up. And it was,
yeah, don't say too much.
Oh,
I really
really?
want to like.
I'm going to say one thing.
Okay.
By the end of the documentary, you're going to be like, what a good fucking guy.
He was known as a really good guy.
He's
I
a
remember him even
really,
in college.
really good
Yeah.
guy.
As
Okay.
a player people like.
He just, on Instagram, he put he's like thanking everybody for the support. It's been so positive. He's a
Cool.
Saint now, right? He was on the Chargers.
He's
Oh,
still
cool.
playing.
So
He's
he
still
is in the
playing.
pro.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, he's
nice.
on the
He's in the
Saints.
pros.
Dope.
Yeah, he's a New Orleans Saint.
Nolan.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
All right, let's talk about Will just had a breakthrough this week.
Oh,
Oh, our baby Will is no longer a baby. He's one of us.
He headlined
Yep.
big
a
moment.
real club.
Will
Real
Burkart headlined the Brea Improv in Southern California, which is one of the biggest and nicest improvs. It's one of the more newer ones as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got that full digital screen behind you that when
intimidating.
when you watch these clips and you see the brick wall behind him, it's not a brick wall. It's a big
Yeah.
digital screen, which is really cool.
Really cool.
He had 37 people show up?
Honestly, coulda had that many people. Now about 120.
That's
It's
really
amazing.
good.
120 on a Sunday.
And you
So-
did an hour? What'd you do, an hour?
I did
40
I did 55.
That's good.
Fuck. That's longer than
Nice.
I did last time I did it. I
Longest
think.
I've done. Yeah, longest I did.
How'd it feel?
It felt good. I think I said the same thing to both of you guys. That I think more than anything, it's fucking awesome. The whole
Right.
thing is so cool.
Right.
So many people came out. It went well. Staff was happy. It was
Yeah.
took pictures, did the whole thing. It was
That's
like
great.
great. And I also know that I need more time, more reps as a headliner doing an hour, doing a full
See,
set.
and that's where you're
That's
going.
what I've realized.
And
is-
that's where
is
you're headed.
I'm so used to doing the 15s, the 20s, the 30s, and I'm
Yeah.
so ready to be. And I can just
Buddy,
be like boom,
let me
boom,
tell you
boom.
right
but
now.
that muscle is so
different.
The fact that you went to 55,
Yeah.
you know how many
impressive.
people do it for the first time? I'm going to be honest. The first time I headlined was exactly the same club, the Brea
Yeah,
Improv,
that's so wild. Yeah.
and I maybe had 20 minutes of material when I got it.
Wow.
And I got it sheerly by accident. I was at the club before the weekend, and the guy in the office goes, "Shit." And I was friends with the managers, and I'm just kind of hanging out with them in the office, and one of them goes, "Damn, DL Hughley canceled his Thursday night show. We got to get somebody that could fill that in that spot." And the other manager goes, "What about Jason?" Because I had been regularly going to this place
Yeah.
and having great sets, mind you, 15 to 20 minute sets.
Yep.
You want to do? And then the guy Patrick, shout out Patrick, he's no longer with the company, but he goes, "You want to do it?" And I'm like, "Idiot." Yeah.
Which I mean, you got to see. Yeah.
I'm gonna headline this club. Then for the next week, I was shitting my pants.
Yeah.
First of all, how am I gonna do an hour? Also, who the hell is gonna come see me?
Mm-hmm.
Got in a fight with Elaine on the way there because I was so stressed out.
You want to pause for a sec?
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't have to pause. Everybody.
Okay,
He's gonna sign a paper.
okay, keep going.
So we got in a fight on the way because I was so stressed out that I was being an asshole in the car going, "No, why the fuck are we even doing this? Nobody's going to come." And she's like, you need to compose yourself. Settle down. It's going to be fine. And we got in this fight. And then we pull up to the club, and there's a line down the street to get into my show. My name's on the marquee.
crazy.
And I stretched it out so much. I think that first time I headlined, I did 45.
Yeah.
Like on the dot.
Man, how were you able to stretch it out? Did you do crowd stuff too?
Crowd stuff.
Yeah.
You know how I'm good at like adding shit to my bits,
Yeah.
like on the spot. I was in my head. I'm like, I have so much more time. I'm just gonna add a ton of tags, draw it out, make it a longer story, talk about,
Yeah.
and it just worked.
And that's what's so great is
fucking
because-
featured. Oh shit, Brent featured for me.
That's wild.
Brent featured for me my first time headlining Brea, and Brent featured for me my first time headlining Irvine.
Wow.
And I have the greatest picture of Brent under the marquee looking up at my name on the marquee.
Wow.
And then there's like a picture with him and my mom and stuff.
That's wild.
Yeah, that was. But you do it, and then
do
you're
it.
like, well, I wasn't ready for that.
And like I've done that wasn't my first time doing a long set. I've done what's it's funny though. I was talking to like I hired a video guy to do stuff with me, to do vlog stuff and
Yeah.
everything. And I was telling him, I was like, man, like this is like the fourth time I've done over 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is really trippy to be like, I'm still very new
Well,
at doing this much time. So
In
it's
LA,
not like, you know.
in LA, it's almost impossible to get anything longer
impossible.
than 15 minutes. I mean, when you get a 20-minute set in your LA, you're like, fuck yeah.
Yep, I've done. Yeah, it was like I did a San Diego show, I did the thing in Boston, and then a
Yeah.
corporate show. 3 times I've done over 45 minutes. So then I'd be like, all right, hopefully this is.
Well,
and
dude, I was a little disappointed because I asked you if I could open for you,
yeah, but that, you know,
and
that-
you said no.
I didn't say no.
You did. Did you? You already promised it to Ashoka.
Yeah, but also I couldn't imagine you opening for. That'd be so weird. That's the dynamic of that. Also, you're just destroying, and then
That's
I'm like,
how I felt about Russell hosting my show. The last time
that was at Brea, right?
That's the last time I headlined Brea. Russell. Well, was that before or after the Bobby Lee thing? Because I headlined Bobby's thing there.
I was with you then. That was. I actually don't
Oh wait,
know.
Russell was the last thing.
Yeah.
When I headlined it the last time, Russell emceed, which to me was like, okay, this is weird. A guy who fills arenas around the world, but he's just such a humble guy, like
Yeah.
like me. Like I'm a humble dude. I'm the best. I'm the most humblest you'll ever experience.
Right. You are very humble. Yeah.
I actually,
I was telling him real quick.
yeah,
I was trying to think who opened for me when
I think it was me, right?
it was you.
Yeah,
the first
'cause
time
I
I
was your opener.
headlined Brea, you opened for me, and this first time I headlined Irvine, you opened for me. And I still
And
have
Fresno, I think,
I still have the picture of us at Irvine where you're looking up at the marquee with my name on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you were the person I
looked like
talked
such
to.
a little boy.
I know. God.
You
it was
were.
Nice to
How old are
meet
you? Bro? Well, yeah.
I was 13, dude.
I was 13 years
Supple.
old, and now I'm 25. The thing is, the thing is, well, the first time I remember I was working at the Tonight Show with Conan, doing all the spots, running around with you and Chris and all
Yeah.
that shit, and then Dino Archie, a good friend of ours, been on the pod, hit me up to do that sushi restaurant. That was the first time I headlined. He goes, "Yo, B, you want to headline?"
Oh, in Fresno.
Yeah, he goes, "Do you want to headline this thing?" And I called you for advice because I said, because I didn't think I had more than 20 minutes because I'm so used to doing
Yeah.
15, 20.
Yep.
And Jay goes to me, he goes, "Brent, ask me if I had an hour when I said yes to the first time I headlined." And I went, "Did you?" He goes, "I had 15 minutes." And I said, yes. Just say yes.
Yep.
You'll figure it out.
Yep.
And you make your money.
And then I had the same thing, just nervous as shit. Then I get there. Oh, man, I used to do that stupid bit where I take my clothes off, too.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, this is before you were on it.
Well, oh, God.
What was- I've never
such
heard
a
this.
bit of the time. Oh, it was such a bad. It worked kind of as a closer, but I think the first show I did like 35 or something. I went, whoops. But
How long were you supposed to do?
an hour, but it's a sushi restaurant, so it was okay. The crowd was actually shockingly
Thai Palms. I was
Thai
literally
Palms.
trying to remember the name of the place.
Yeah.
Thai Palms.
It was
Beautiful
really
room.
good.
Yeah.
It actually was great.
Set up amazing, and they everybody was there for the show. They
Yeah,
backed
it was
out.
it was actually really sweet. I think somebody took a video of me and put it online of one of the first times I headlined it.
wow.
So it's online.
Oh, wow.
Which I tried to get down. But no, I used to close with this getting in a fight because I was just getting out of college and how I just threatened to fuck them or something
Yeah.
to get out of it. It was something like that.
Yeah.
And then I slowly start undressing. Yeah, that's a
How
proper
far,
response.
How far? No, how
no, that
far?
was bad.
How far do you get undressing? Like how
to
far?
my
do
boxers and shit. Like I would
you
just
take
go-
your pants off.
I go, "I will fuck you. You really want to go? Let's go." No. You want
Where you
this?
going?
And
Yeah.
I just would. Yes.
And I'm in the
back
back of the room
dude.
going.
Is he doing this in Brea with you?
No, I
no,
wouldn't do
when-
that to open.
when
But
he-
I was
No,
like,
I mean no. In your set, I don't know. That could be your big closer.
Dude,
it was my closer. It was that, and then paper towel bit, and then it's just so many things. This is why you can't cancel comics for shit they did when they're starting, because you're trying to figure shit out.
Yes.
It's a different time. It's a different
yeah.
life. You know, we're not canceling presidents.
Nope.
You know? Yeah, take that. I put me with a
Nice,
president.
man. dude. Brent
You
Morin,
and
Thomas
the leader of
Jefferson.
the free world, buddy.
Yeah. Well, it's, oh, God, it's cringe now when I think about it.
Oh, I
but-
have bits that I think back on.
Yeah.
It's so cringe, man.
Yeah.
I used to do a bit about I married a Latina. So
Oh, cringy.
now I'm what did I used to say? What did I say? I'm with a Latina. I'm dating a Latina. So something about now I have stepkids or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Just really racist, right? And then then I had this one bit about I love a woman with stretch marks. Remember that one?
Oh, wait. I feel like I've even heard this.
I love a woman with stretch marks, but I don't call them stretch marks. I call them hieroglyphics.
Oh,
and I
my
would say, because it tells the story of the birth.
It's kind of funny. I mean, like, dude,
I
all
actually
your
don't
old,
think that's
all your
bad.
old bits are so funny. The ghost adventures,
It's all
the
bad.
fucking
Remember Gay Cop?
every
Yeah.
old bits. Yeah, that
Yeah.
hilarious.
I was thinking about that one.
Yeah.
Gay couples are like this.
Yeah. You know how gangsters hold their guns side was like this? The gay cop does it like this. Freeze, mister!
It's so funny.
And then when I
You
would
could
get
never
mad
do
at
it,
them,
but-
you need to freeze. Oh, you're giving me the jelly beans. So bad right
Yeah, yeah. I actually, the
funny.
problem is your first bits were actually really fucking hilarious.
It's so funny.
My first bits were, you couldn't understand me. What the fuck
Oh,
is he
man.
talking about?
I was thinking about that the other day. I was
Oh,
talking,
you give me the jelly beans.
Jelly beans, bro. It's like,
I bet you could still
crushed.
do that.
maybe.
You could like if you could find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
Like it has to be like your like you
'Cause
know
I used to-
like you're like a
the
family
way-
member or something is that guy.
Yeah,
or I don't
definitely
know.
do
the
the
way
Latina thing, I
that
think.
bit came about was I would talk about, I would do the whole Latina and my racist stuff, and then
racist.
then I would go. But you know what my favorite accent is? Remember that one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would go the gay accent. There's
Oh.
something
Yeah.
so relaxing about it. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it's like weird that the bit's coming back.
Yeah.
Like if you're about to get in a fight, and your
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
behind you goes, "Hey, Jason, settle,"
Yeah.
and then I would go, "Pixie dust."
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Ah, man.
I remember the
Funny.
first thing I saw of you, and this is when you were fat. And no,
getting back there, dude.
because no, I think you're losing. You're getting ready for specials, baby. But it was, I'll never fucking forget it because it was like you posted a video that the Hollywood Improv put up, and we were friends already, but I was YouTubing you, and you go straight up to the stage and you start. Just doing
dancing to the music.
but doing this kind of
Yeah.
this thing, but you're fat, so it's also it's just so like immediately,
I was doing this.
yeah, and doing that, but
Hilarious.
doing this, and because I was trying to figure out. This is where in stand-up you start studying certain
Oh, it's
things
so
where I'm thinking,
hacky,
all right,
though.
how do I segue? You know, how do I get from bit to bit? How do I tell a story? And the one thing I was really trying to work on that I was struggling with was how do I open? How do I get them
Dude,
right
you
away?
and me both, man.
And that's the hard part. The first minute is the most important in my mind. And so I watched you. You didn't say a thing, and you're just going like this, and the crowd immediately is like, "We love him."
Yeah.
I used to do this other one where I would get on stage and I would just start doing this to the music. I go,
yeah.
white people always find one thing that feels good and they just stick with that one thing.
I mean, it's so good. It's
Yeah.
like,
I got a shoulder going, baby.
God, you were so good. Like early on, you were so
You were so good. You were.
No, no,
I
no.
was. I know.
No, I mean that in a good way. Like I'm so impressed with like seriously. I mean,
We
the
know
first,
Will compliments. We get
No,
it.
I mean that. I seriously because I wonder. I feel like it also has to do with the fact that you were number one. You've already been teaching in front of people for a long time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And number two,
I didn't think about that.
And number two, you were already like an adult.
Yeah, it's a.
Like you already were like a fully
I was
formed.
a
you were
35-year-old
man
person.
who's like already
didn't
has
need-
like his sense of humor, his
Yeah,
sensibilities.
I didn't need to
what he already
find my
thinks.
voice.
And so like it's weird. Like me, I'm 21.
Right.
I'm starting. It's like the first few years. I'm like,
Who
what
am
who
I?
am I? What am I even going to talk about? Like I'm not even a real person yet.
Yeah.
I haven't
you
even
know.
had
So
sex yet, and I'm 21.
no, I still haven't. I can't wait.
That was like me too.
Yeah,
It-
same. I'm sure same.
But everybody, of course, because I look old, thought I was older than I was. You guys didn't know until because we never went to bars or anything. So and then you guys wanted to go to a bar, and I couldn't tell you guys. I finally had to tell you guys I wasn't
I
21.
can't go. We kept inviting him places. Like, nah, I got to get up for work in the morning. Or whatever.
Yeah,
nice.
school.
Nice.
Because I was in college, I didn't want to tell everybody that I was hanging. I'm like, I can't believe I'm hanging out with these guys.
Right.
And then I'm like, yeah. And then Chris was like, but you look so old. And I went, you could say I was mature.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say that.
Wait, what was your first club that you headlined?
That I headlined?
Yeah.
It was the sushi restaurant.
But
Club-wise.
yeah, I mean like my version of what that. I mean like I had done like the thing in Boston, but that's like not like an
Right.
A room. So I mean your first like big one.
God, jeez.
Was it around Undateable at that time?
It had to be. It had to be before it came
Was
out.
it
I started getting
Hollywood?
gigs.
Because remember, Hollywood used to give
Oh,
us
yeah,
nights.
yeah,
I used
yeah.
to headline Hollywood Improv all the time. It was the best to see your fucking picture up
Oh,
on the
man.
marquee.
I definitely did Hollywood. I don't think that was first.
Or was it
though.
one of the local ones,
It was
like Ontario or some shit?
Might have been Irvine or Brea.
I think I did Brea, and I remember not really drawing anybody.
I feel like
I don't know.
when you first started getting those headline gigs, it was road stuff.
Yeah, it was road, and it was a lot of improvs and. Oh, you know what I think it might have been? It could have been Richard Bronson's.
Rick
Oh,
Bronson.
House of Comedy.
Oh, Rick Bronson.
Wait,
and,
is that when we were out there together? You, me?
Well, no. This is when I couldn't get anybody with me. You know,
No,
You're
not you.
talking about Minneapolis.
Yeah,
This
okay.
was Edmonton, Canada, I think.
Oh, wow.
And I had a guy who opened for me who had props and talked about Nazis and said the N-word, and he was white and all this stuff. Like, it was really bad experimental shit. And I had to follow that. And it was really, and it was in a mall, and it was an oil town or something. So it was just a lot of like greasy people. Whoops.
Hey, whatever.
Ball. I mean, if they're working in Greece, they're greasy.
It was just what I mean is they needed the break, so they took it out on the booze. I think it was that, or it could have been the the Kansas club, not Kansas City, but I was in Kansas.
Whoa.
And I was playing. It looked like summer. It looked like what you think an American summer looks like was this town. It was green grass, and there was kids playing catch with their dad and shit. And it was like something out of like a Wizard of Oz or something. But I forgot the name of it. But 3 ex-bank robbers owned it. And
that club.
yeah, the one where everybody got kicked out by riot police. I think it was the same time I did the Edmonton one. I was doing all the like lower ones. I think that those were my first headlining ones, and a lot of it was crowd work.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, how did you kind of like start to develop your first version of it? Kind of like where I'm at now, of like I have it and like it went great, but now it's like I still need to like find the flow, find the rhythm,
Yeah.
the pacing,
Well,
all that shit.
Like that story, I was very long-winded. So, and that's the thing that always I have to cut words out.
Right.
You know? So I could get to an hour, but the laughs were so...
Right.
It took a while to get to the laughs. If you weren't really listening to whatever
Yeah.
dribble I was saying, it was very fucking hard to find out where the joke was. So back then, it wasn't necessarily about being able to do an hour. It was about trying to cut down because, like, Brent, that was one bit you did for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
the thing
get
that we
to
used to
the
always get
fucking
told.
point.
The thing you always get told about, trim the fat, dude. You
Yeah,
gotta
trim the fucking
I
fat.
remember Joe Coy was always saying, you got to trim the fat on that.
Yeah.
Because you forget that you don't need to over explain things
Yeah.
to the audience. You
And
know,
I was doing that 'cause
So
I didn't think they
many people,
got me.
man. How many videos are we seeing online right now of people doing stand up where it's just like talk, silence, no laughs,
Yep.
talking about it,
Yeah,
explaining
talking,
it,
talk-
setting
I know,
up,
I
setting
know.
it,
Yeah.
and then a mediocre punchline.
Yeah, and that was kind of what I didn't notice until I was actually taping sets or whatever at the Ha-Ha, and I was thinking I had a good set, and then I'm like, get to the point.
Right.
Like, get to the
That
point.
makes sense. That makes sense. You know, and also I'm thinking about it now because this is all. It's actually really nice to talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
I also was thinking like, you know, I think another reason why I wasn't like, oh my god, over the moon stoked about it is the sound was definitely like there's 120 people in a 600 seat
Yeah,
room.
it's huge room.
So it's like you put those 120 in a room that seats 150.
Yeah.
that shit would be
Yeah.
120 at
Bananas.
Hollywood Improv would be
Yeah, that would be
so
dope.
fun, right?
Yeah.
So I think that also like toned down my excitement of it just because you didn't those big fucking moments. Like I had a
Right.
few, but like it wasn't like how it may have felt in a smaller room. I
Right,
think
right,
maybe.
right,
If
right.
that makes if that makes
Oh,
sense.
of course, dude. I mean, they started putting me in those big clubs before Undateable
Dude.
even came out, and then I would get 100 people there that didn't even know who the hell I was. They maybe saw me on Conan do the Might Get the Car, but man, and I was like, did I even do well? And then the staff was like, no, you did great, man.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
kind of how the same thing I felt. Like everyone was like, "No, it was great." I was like, "Oh, okay," because it didn't feel. Because you know, we're probably our toughest critics,
of course,
Yeah.
and so we know what we like want to feel. We
Right.
know the feeling of what we need. It's hard when you don't get it, and everyone's like, "That was so good. That was so good." You're like, "Yeah, but
yeah.
Well, you're
I mean, it was,
probably going to get
you
us
know,
an Irvine date.
hopefully, man. I'm excited. I want to do also like Ontario. I really want to do for some
Dude, I
reason
haven't
because
been
that
there so
club
long.
is so
I
sick.
haven't either.
I want to get back there.
Because it's like 300 seats. It's a perfect like that's the one
Fun
I'm really.
club, man. I haven't been there in a long time.
But
yeah,
and
Ontario.
well, also what I'm excited about now is that now I got into like NACA, and so
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
and so when I showcase there,
Explain
I'm
what
like,
NACA is. So
NACA is basically all the colleges meet all the people that book the colleges, they meet in different regions.
Yeah.
And you basically showcase for these campus like director people. And there's
Yeah.
4 regions. It's like West, South, East, and Midwest.
Have you done one yet?
Never. First time submitting.
Have you done one?
Oh, they won't.
They didn't want you.
They didn't want me.
Well, it also
And it's I get it. They're like,
ageism.
oh, it's an ageism thing. I get that
Yeah.
because once they see me, they're like, oh, you get it. Have you done?
you
it?"
killed
Yeah.
colleges.
Yeah.
oh, I can you destroy
the
it. Yeah.
few that I
mean,
did, I did a couple colleges with Chris,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like they were like my fucking crowd, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
weird
Sure.
because I'm like 30 years older than all of them.
But also, we got along when I was that age, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
It
interesting.
makes sense.
Good
You're-
humor is good humor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. So you do the showcases for the different regions. Submit for 4 regions, and you just spend honestly. The real shit is you just spend a lot of money to do it to pay for the
what
showcase
I
spot.
heard.
It's like very expensive. But you book one school, you can get $1,600 for one.
And
school.
then some of the
yeah, you can
schools,
get
like
a lot.
I did a few, okay, and they ranged. Like I did CSUN, and it was like, whoa, this is
Yeah,
this
oh,
is-
yeah.
holy shit.
But-
then I did another one that they were like, yeah, you're gonna be in the food court.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm expecting that.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
you know,
students are. I've heard you just no stage. You're just there, and students are just walking
Yeah,
at you.
it's very
you're
weird.
just.
It's weird, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did it when I was around your age. I think that I was doing that shit. I definitely was. You think I'd relate a lot to these kids? I remember I only did NACA after I was on television. They,
Oh, wow.
They didn't want to see me until I was on TV, and then I went, and I remember Liza Schlesinger and I were on the plane together, and I did the conference, and I must have done a shit job because then after that they put me in like a booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people come up to you and they want to book you, like the college kids
Yeah.
who run the
Yep.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. You're a prostitute.
I didn't really have a line going there.
It's like that scene in The Office
yeah.
when
he's
they're at the convention.
career
when-
day
Oh man, yeah.
with a piece of paper. I should have
Yeah,
just
yeah.
put one piece of paper
Yeah.
out there.
I don't know how it's. Yeah, it's all be very interesting. I mean, luckily I have like an agent who handled everything for,
Yeah.
like, for me and helped me with the submission tape, and he'll be there. And because I'm going to the one in Atlanta where they're headquartered, so he'll
Oh,
be
wow.
there too. So I submitted to 2, got into 2.
You're gonna kill that. I think that's right up your alley.
You
I
can
think
get
that-
a lot of
I
money.
think so too.
Yeah, that's gonna be
So-
a good one. I did the last big college I did was Lehigh University
I remember that.
in Pennsylvania.
Looked like Hogwarts, right?
It was amazing though.
Yeah.
The room that they had me in was like a big room, and it was great. And whenever you would get the gig and you look at it, and if it ever says you're going to be performing in the activities center,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
So you're doing stand up like people are playing foosball and ping
Yep.
pong, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're like, we're doing it in the so and so theater. It's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I'm expecting the full range of it, and the reason I actually brought it up is that I'm really excited about. Just hopefully it goes well in the fall, and I start getting booked for next year. Is I'll have the reps of doing that fucking hour.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that
yeah.
long set. I'll be like very, very used to it.
Yeah.
You're
You know,
doing
so-
exactly the right thing. You're
Yeah.
you're on the right track with everything that's going on. Like mine was so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole thing about being not sucking in the beginning. It was kind of a curse because there were people that thought I was already a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
for sure. 'Cause,
both-
yeah,
I did.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Both you, Amir K, said it to me. Like we thought you were famous. when we
I
met
thought
and
you
I'm
were
like,
already like a Tonight Show regular. Or
No,
something.
and
Yeah.
so I would get like for example, when they said they didn't want to. The first time I tried to get on New Faces just for laughs, his response to my manager was, "He's not a new face,"
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, "Yeah, I am.
yeah.
I'm brand new.
My face is a
My
little bit
face
older.
isn't
My face
new,
is, but
my face is new." And then, yeah.
That's really interesting.
It was
yeah,
a trip.
so it'll be, and it's what's nice is it's like it all makes sense. Like now I'm like, okay, I'm 8 years in now.
Yeah.
Cool. It all makes sense. Like it's all kind of happening as you kind of hope it.
And
Yeah.
one of the things that you're getting that shows that you're doing a great job, haters.
Sure.
Oh, of course. That's always going to happen. It always.
Also, not to my face.
Haters,
No, no, it's-
haters gonna hate.
Yep.
They always hate behind your back. That was my
Always,
favorite thing on the set of Undateable. I thought, I'm so nice. Like, yeah, people were talking shit about you in this audition. And I go, what?
Yeah.
Like, in the waiting room. And I'm like, I'm not going to name names, but I was like, I thought we were friends.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It'll happen.
They were hating.
Yep.
The last one I did, and I think I hit what you hit because now I'm 35, is I don't get asked to do colleges anymore. That's done. But it was my favorite gig because it was ridiculous money for only doing 15 minutes. And it was me, Jeff Ross,
Yeah.
and Chris D'Elia. And then we just got paired together because of our agents, I think.
What college was it?
Ohio State. And then me, And it was so easy. It made no sense. And then me and Jeff Ross went out with the Ohio State football team.
Oh wow.
And that's when I learned I did how
college.
do you play college sports? Because
I did a college
I
with
would be
Chris.
in rehab.
What's the big college in
Shouldn't have said that.
in Orlando, Florida? What's the big one there?
Like Florida
Orlando?
State?
Yeah,
or,
we did
or
that.
University of Florida.
But we did the arena.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
That's
It
right.
was insane, man. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's also like these
I
are
did that with Adam Devine actually.
but those are also like big agents, like who you're with, like gets
Yeah.
you those spots. That's like not how it normally goes. That's like
Really?
Because me
no,
and
'cause I
Brent
mean,
did.
think about who's getting you.
Brent
Like,
and
William
I-
Morris was getting you those dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Brent and I
never
did
got
Long
that
Beach City College,
That was still my favorite
and
one.
they used the basketball buzzer instead
Yeah.
of a light.
You guys talked about that
Time's up.
story. I
Yeah.
hope that was on the pod. How they
I
would, yeah, it's
definitely
like
had
the
to.
timer would
These
go
are-
off.
Enjoy women, appreciate men, and then the buzzer stories of all
Yeah.
that.
And,
Old bits, gay cop. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Will?
said we can check in with our people.
Let's check in with the peeps.
We got
checking with the
we
peeps.
got to do emails then.
Roll, game and around and around.
Just singing. We're gonna
Is that
go
what
in-
it is?
We're gonna go into emails.
It creeps me out for some reason. Feels touchy.
It is touchy.
So we have,
No. Uh-oh.
we have an email here from a Hannah.
Hana.
Hana.
Veronica Roni Mars. Hey boys, I'm down with the Roni this week, and in pure Jason fashion, decided to start watching Veronica Mars.
Yes.
And essentially, I'm
K-Bells, baby.
already through the entire first season.
So
and
good.
other than the fact that I'm reliving my high school years as a whole, it's a damn good show.
It's really good.
Jason, we need to talk about Veronica's choice in men because honestly, I'm questioning it.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't on the show, so
Okay, well, you'd have to. Never
I have to
mind.
be what?
Play a teacher.
Hey, man.
Well,
Not
how
on the,
old is she?
On the original one, I would have had to play a teacher or a college kid.
I guess maybe you'd be a college kid,
You
right?
with like a sideways hat. Hey, I'm just a kid here. You guys doing trig?
Are you doing a backpack?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
I got a vape.
Yeah, dude.
Hacky sack. What the fuck? guy?
Gray hair, what's up? You guys want a hacky sack later?
It's like every
And then I
90s movie.
Skateboard away, but
Yeah.
horribly uncoordinated.
You fall in a locker. Oh, shit.
Every 90s
Let's
movie.
do that. Later, guys.
Well, how old is Kristen Bell?
Like 42. No, I'm kidding. It's
Is
funny
she
to just
42?
know
I
off
was
the top
going
of
to
your
say
head.
42.
She's
I
not
don't know.
42.
It's just funny to say it off the top of your head. Let me look it up.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
With Jay.
I love you, Dax, but goddamn.
42.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, that was weird.
That
So
was-
she's 9 years younger than me. So yeah, I guess that would have been.
You could have played college then.
Well, no, teacher. Was she high school?
I thought it was a high school.
Was she high school?
In the, hey ass, in the first
I'm
season.
Wrong. I'm wrong. Was she high school?
Was she high school?
Was she high school?
Just playing Jeopardy.
God,
was
she's
she?
so-
What is high school?
She's so high school.
Was she high school? No, B-bot. No, B-bot. We need to reconfigure.
You assume that was just in your head there, huh?
I'm
Episode-
sorry. Was
episode.
she high school?
Season
Okay.
fucking 1. Was she playing a high school
I
kid?
don't know how to look that up.
I also don't
I'll go to
know.
I-
No, it was. It was high school because
So it starts in high school, goes to college?
yes.
Ew,
And
didn't know
then
that.
then they come back with the remake like a year ago.
Well, what was the
Not
first
a
one?
remake.
How old was she on the show then? You know, it's funny. We've done this before. Sorry, we've been doing this for almost 3 years now. We've talked about
Yeah,
everything.
when was it?
04, I think, was the first season.
No shit.
So
I graduated high school in 04.
What was that? Let me do the math real quick. So
Actually, yeah.
then 04. Oh fuck.
Yeah, you're bad at this, Will.
I know. I'm born in 1980.
Yeah.
You're born in 1980?
Yeah.
Yeah, Will.
I'm 43. Yeah.
42.
She was 24 when it started.
Oh. I don't think I could have played high school at 24. I looked too old. I was weathered.
I was 43.
Can't hear it on the pod, but I think some
Oh
sort of
Did you see that?
something's happening outside.
I think we have a T-Rex situation.
Throwing it around.
Holy shit.
Okay,
Anyway,
sorry.
sorry. Yeah, I even forgot there was an
Hannah.
email.
Sorry, Hannah.
And she said, also, I started watching How to Change Your Mind on Netflix, and I need you all to watch that too. It's all about the different psychedelic drugs and how they are
watched it.
actually beneficial to mental health. Awesome.
Watched
Is-
it. Watched
yeah?
it. Yeah.
You
Oh,
did?
good. Yeah.
Is
it
it good?
Yeah, it's really
Is
good.
it like each episode is a different drug or something?
Or
Or is it like a long documentary?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's episodic, but I can't remember.
Got it.
But I watched some of it.
would
Didn't
love-
watch all of it.
Would love. 'cause
I was-
you're
I was on
too
mushrooms.
Too fucked up. Yeah.
You were too
Would love a pod on what you all think of that, as I know you've often talked about microdosing.
You know what I was thinking about that we talked about that we haven't done is a stoned episode.
Yep.
And we should do a mushroom episode.
You want to?
I don't have a problem with it.
I'm
I already
down.
have a reputation. I can do whatever I want.
Damn, I'm down.
I definitely would do
I'm
that.
gonna have to bring a sleeping bag because I'm going anywhere.
Yeah.
I definitely would do the high episode for sure. That's
Yeah.
I'll
Mushroom
do that.
throws you?
I could have done that today.
You're coming along, Padawan.
You guys have been saying that for literally the 4 years.
Yeah, well, you're
At one
getting
point-
stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good thing. What if we were like,
You're right.
hey, you've
You're
plateaued,
getting
you
worse.
weak
Yeah,
piece
you
of shit.
peaked.
Yeah, it's the same shit I get from
You
everybody.
peaked in Brea.
You peaked in Brea. What if that was it, dude?
I peaked in Brea.
And then just
Oh man, everyth's just. All right, well let's get back to some silly shit here.
hands are sweaty.
Laughing gas and hamster love.
what?
This is a bit of a long one.
I like
this is
that
from Mandy. I don't think we've heard from this person before.
Mandy.
Hi Will, sorry for the long email. Hello, handsome men. Talking about me. My name is
Men,
Mandy,
plural.
and I am handsome guy. Me specifically. My name is Mandy, and I am from Eastern Washington. I've been listening to the pod since late last year. Welcome. I randomly discovered it after crushing on Brent on Marry Happy. Nice.
Ooh,
And I'm so
really?
got jealous. Yeah,
both of us
got
did.
it's so
Yeah,
incredible. Incredibly glad I found it. You guys have made this dumpster fire of a year so much brighter.
Oh, nice.
I lost a very dear friend to colon cancer several months ago, which was followed by a crazy stressful time at my job. Looking forward to the pod every week and seeing you three in San Francisco in April. Got me through some pretty hopeless times. So thank you from the bottom of my little anxious heart.
Oh,
Very
thank
sweet.
you.
Thank you so much.
sweet.
Now for something a little less sad. I had gum surgery recently. Okay,
What? Gum
and
surgery?
opted to be put under anesthesia for it. In
That's what I did.
anticipation of the
Definitely what I would do.
IV, I tried drinking a ton of water in the hours before the surgery so my veins would be easy to poke. Okay.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Pissed all over the surgeon.
Also, Dexter. I drink water so my veins were plump. Ugh.
Did she use the word plump?
No, easy to poke, but it's just like, Jesus, they'll swell up my
Did
veins.
you just describe her as easy to poke?
No.
Yeah. Good. Now you can join.
Nope. However, I didn't quite drink enough because it took them. Oh my God, this makes me nauseous. It took them about 20 tries to get the needle in.
Ooh. Where'd she go?
They
A fucking van?
They tried both arms, hands, feet, and even talked about doing it in my neck.
Oh my
What the
god.
where did she go?
She's a vampire.
Yes, my veins are fickle
Walking
little
Dead.
bitches. Yeah, I
Thimble
started.
what? What did you
Oh my
describe?
God, my veins
Thimble?
are fickle little bitches.
Oh my god.
I started
Band
having
name.
I started having a panic attack, so they gave me some nitrous to sedate me. I mean, what a mess. When the gas kicked in, whoa. This is a great email. When the gas kicked in, the Hamster Town episode randomly popped into my head, and I got the giggles so bad they had to sit me up in the chair because my airway was closing from laughing so hard.
Yes. We killed.
Literally. That's the last thing I remember before passing out and waking up from the surgery.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
So thank you for helping me through that weird shit as well. Love you guys. Please come to Spokane soon. There's a mac and
Oh,
cheese.
yeah.
There's a
We
mac and cheese festival close by.
There's
Wow.
a wait a minute.
January.
Call it. Hey, call the agents.
Yeah.
Let's get out
Let's
there.
get to the festival for
God,
mac
she
and
knows
cheese.
us so well. That was so funny. This
such
is a mac and cheese festival. Oh, okay.
Great email, man.
I did the
Wow.
anesthesia because, I'm scared of a dentist. I hate the dentist. So the only reason I had to pay that fortune that I talked about, which
so they can knock you out.
didn't work.
Bro, when you get life insurance, they have to come take blood just to make sure that you don't have any pre-existing. So when I got my life insurance, this was years ago. So, and if you kill me, you're going to get a lot of fucking money.
How much exactly? She's listening.
Did I ever tell you? Okay, a side note. Her and I were in a big fight one time, and I was in the bedroom, and we went our separate ways. Huge fight. And I'm in the room just kind of, trying to come down. She walks in, she goes, hey, opens the door and goes, hey, do you have a life insurance policy?
No.
And I was like, yeah.
Oh, you said yes.
Okay. And then left, and I'm like,
No way.
yes, it was really fucking hilarious timing. She had just gotten an email from her work to fill out the forms to do the life insurance.
Oh,
Yeah, and it was just like, that's so funny.
Dude, that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I hate saying this because it's so annoying to say, but like that could be a fucking bit because that's
Yeah.
so fucking funny.
Yeah,
just-
that is
you have
a
life
bit.
insurance. Okay.
Yeah.
You do?
That's all?
What's about to happen?
Yeah, yeah. And
Just
then
with
I'm,
your
I'm
thoughts?
looking at everything. I'm looking at the bottle of water. I'm looking at,
You're like you're mid
yeah,
sip.
yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, we should hop over to Patreon.
All right,
Actually,
we'll
we don't
see you
really
guys over at the Patreon.
real quick,
Thank
yeah,
you, Hannah.
Yes, thank you for the email. Sorry for your
Great
loss, but thank
email.
you for that was so goddamn funny.
Sociopath.
Happy to
Hamster
help.
love.
Happy that we
Thank you
got
for the
through
email.
that
Sorry for your
tough
loss.
shit. He might as well have been doing this while I was saying. Thanks for the
Yeah,
fucking
that's it.
email.
I'm trying to hurry up though.
Maybe Lodge.
All right, goodbye.
San Jose this weekend. You're listening to this. We'll all be there. And then Batavia, Illinois, and then more to come.
Yep.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
We are friends, digging each other.